Alright, hello and welcome to another Why Would You Use. So today we're going to be talking about the Nami Skyla Prime. These weapons are good. They're fine. They're a bit on the unnecessary side. We already have a lot of good dual swords. So much so that it's really hard for me to pick a best dual sword, because there's just like these very tiny minor differences between a lot of the dual swords that are very, very situational and don't make that much difference in a lot of cases. And the Nami Skyla joins that family of being, yeah, some real damn good dual swords. And these don't need Forma, so that's a bonus. But they have these really good stats with like one downside, and that's that this has a 1.5 critical multiplier. Everything else is great. 20% crit chance base, fucking awesome. Base 30% status, great. Huge consistency on condition overload, perfecto. But it's just another one of those. These aren't that much different than the dual Commas Prime, which come into MR6, these being at MR11. And the dual split sword is a purely elemental weapon that has a much, much better multiplier and very similar stats overall. And including better base damage even. And it's just a weird spot. Like it's just, they're so fucking close to all the other dual swords that we already have. And yes, this is very good, but it's just, it doesn't really feel like revolutionary or anything, because it's not even actually a new stat line. Like the dual Commas Prime are also slash based. Like they're so similar. So with that, yes, these are very good dual swords. If you like how they look, there's no real reason to not use them, because they're going to shred shit. But otherwise, you can just stick to like your other like really good dual sword that you probably already have if you're really looking for that. And like these are fine. I like how they look. They're very stylish. And I guess that's all that's really necessary from these weapons. They don't have momentum on most strikes like you would get out of the dual Commas, but like, you know, they fuck shit up. Like at pretty much all levels you're gonna be tearing through some shit. Like the good status like gets through armor. High slash of course is helping with that for you to deal with any armored enemies, and like that stuff's good. And you can use slam attacks together. Like I mean, you can kill some dudes with this. Definitely no question you're gonna be able to kill some dudes. But the problem is that they're the same, I guess. Like this isn't really very different than what we can already do with dual swords, because there are so many dual swords. So like, yeah, I mean this is fine. This is fine. And like we can show like where these weapons get to, I guess. Also, whoever nested these options into like the background here, like, why? They were all on the bottom of the screen. It was great. But yeah, like this is level 150, and like this is gonna be good. Like there's a little bit of a ramp up, like you would expect from the dual swords, and like there's all that business. And of course, I turn on Warframe invincibility for this. So like, yeah, these enemies also get shredded. Like if you're playing as a really tough Warframe that like can survive in these levels usually, like this is pretty much exactly what you're gonna get. Like, this is really good damage output. Like I don't really have any like, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah. It just ends up being another pair of dual swords with like the weird thing about these is that they could be a skin and I would feel the same way about them, I guess. So yeah, like good slash and like good status makes it so that I can get through this armor, and then they die, and of course condition overload and all that business is giving me very, very respectable damage, even just on like my usual swings. And as your multiplier gets higher, everything just gets better. And I mean, it's fine. It's I wish it was more than fine, because it comes in at such a high MR. But also, I guess it's pretty clear that there's a cap for how good dual swords are going to get without a much better stance than this. So yeah, that's the Nami Skyla Prime. They're normal at this point, which is maybe the most disappointing thing about them. I'll see you guys tomorrow.